Okay guys, here is my first nutritional video. I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of what I eat throughout my day. I'm going to show you guys my breakfast, my pre and post workout meals. So usually I start off my days, my training days, with something light, like I'll have a banana or maybe sometimes 2 bananas. I'll usually have an oats and honey bar. I'll also usually have like a bag of peanuts, usually unsalted. I like roasted unsalted peanuts. And then I always have a shot of wheatgrass. Now this is the wheatgrass I take. I just got this from GNC. Wheatgrass with real ginger extract. It's actually pretty good. You can use the cap as a serving size. And it's a great boost of energy to start out the day in the morning. So this is my favorite, my go-to recipe for juice. This is my favorite recipe. I use 3 apples, 3 or 4 apples, 3 carrots, usually 3 carrots. My carrots are usually a little smaller than these, but I'm gonna throw these in today just because that's kind of what came out of the bag. I usually throw a lime in, but today I've got a lemon, and I'm gonna throw a piece of ginger in. I usually use a small piece of ginger like this, but I'm gonna throw a little extra in because I'm feeling a little giddy today. I've got 2 Kanzi apples and a Fuji apple. I'm sorry, not Fuji, an Envy apple. And I'm trying these out for first. I'm trying the Kanzis out for the first time. Anybody who knows apples knows that Kanzi and Envy apples are a little more crisp, a little more tarty than your standard Red Delicious or Gala or Macintosh apple. So I'm actually interested in seeing how these juice up. The lemon is obviously gives you a little bit of citrusy sting, and the ginger is for a little bit of kick, a little bit of spice, and it also gives me a tremendous amount of energy. And on to my protein. This is my favorite, my personal favorite. I've got my Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Hydrolyzed Whey Protein Isolate. I used to use just the standard whey protein. I've noticed a great deal of recovery success with the hydrolyzed isolate, so I've kind of stuck with that. I use almond milk and almond butter as opposed to regular milk and peanut butter because I noticed that I get a lot less of an atrophy after my workouts, after taking my protein shakes with almond butter and almond milk rather than with whole milk or even 2% milk. So I've kind of switched it up and I've kind of stuck with the almond milk. This brand is from Trader Joe's. Usually I get the Silk almond butter. Both are vanilla, both are unsweetened. This has, I think, 40 calories compared to Silk has 30, but it's not much of a difference there. So, this tastes a little better, so I kind of stuck with this one. And I always like to have a little post-workout snack, like a little protein cookie, something like that. This one's only got 7 grams of sugar, 13 grams of protein, so that also goes very well with the shake. So I'm actually gonna make a protein shake first. So I'm just gonna crack this open. This is brand new, as you can see. Usually I like to make my protein shakes with 12 ounces of milk. I know on the container for whey protein it likes to say 8 to 10 ounces. I throw a little extra in, so I'm gonna pour 12 ounces of milk in here. That's about right. Just a little more. So we got 12 ounces of milk, and then they also say use 1 scoop of powder. So I'm gonna throw 1 in, and also throw in another half scoop just to get a little extra pump after. So that's that. And then with the almond butter, what I noticed very quickly was that you need to be very careful with the consistency of almond butter because it's fairly slimy, as somebody decided to describe it as. So I throw about a half spoonful. It's actually sticking to the spoon. So throw a half spoonful in, and I'll dig out a little bit more. See, at the bottom of the jar, it does tend to stick a little more. It does tend to get difficult to scoop up. So you just have to make sure not to put too much, because the taste can really overpower the whole thing if you throw too much in there. So that's about how much I use. And that's good. So then just throw the cap on there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Once you got it on, get to shaking. Okay, so here are my juice materials. All my apples are cored, my carrots and my ginger is washed, my lemon is peeled. Obviously, you want to make sure everything's washed before you throw it in the juice. Some people peel their apples and their ginger before they juice them up. I feel no need to. The juicer just gets all that up. The lemon, obviously, want to peel the lemon or your lime before you throw in the juice, because it's a little different. Juicer may not get that up. Here are my Kanzi apples. Here's my Envy apple sitting on top of these carrots. The thing, like I said before, these apples are crispier. You can not only taste it, but you can also hear it once you crunch into it. Got a nice crunch to it once you bite into it. So, this is my juicer, by the way. This is a Fabulous Home Platinum juicer. It sounds a lot nicer than it is. It's just your basic juicer. This was about, I think, $50. But it's the job done. Gets the juice in. Gets all the pulp. Everything gets all sorted out the way it needs to be. So I'm just gonna throw these apples in, and me personally, I like to throw everything in order per se. I throw my Kanzis in first. It's be difficult. It's be interesting one-handed. There's only 2 settings to this juicer, so I set this on top first, and setting 2. See how fast that gets heated up. Then we throw the carrots in. Take care of themselves. Lemon will be interesting, because lemon's gonna bounce around. Whoop. As you can see, it's awesome. They also heat up pretty quickly. Ginger, top it in. Give it a whoop to it. And it's done. Now, this is my cup, my metallic cup that I use. It's smaller than the juice that I make. So I pour most of it until it's almost full, and then I drink some. It's also a little bit of a taste test. Then I just fill it back up. This cup that comes with the juicer also sorts the foam from the juice, so you don't have to deal with having foam at the top of your drink. Also, this amino blend right here, this is not really a pre or post workout. This is more of a during your workout drink, especially this version with the electrolytes in it. That gives you a little boost during your workout. As you may know, you sweat out electrolytes. The electrolytes give you energy. This is to pump electrolytes back into your system as you're sweating them out. Okay, so after you make your juice, after you finish juicing, you want to let your juices sit for a little bit because everything may not be out of the juicer yet. You don't want to take a cup out and then you still have juice coming down. So you want to let it sit for a little bit. So that's what we've done, let it sit. So give it a good pour. And like I said, this cup is kind of small, so wait till it gets full. It gets about full, nearing the top. I'll give it a little taste. It's good. It's good, sweet, but not too sweet. You know what I'm saying? These apples really juice up well. And I think there may be a little more. And I noticed, okay, that's full. And I noticed if anybody who makes juice with Red Delicious or Gala apples, you'll know that usually you get a lot more foam than this. These apples tend to juice up. These apples tend to juice up a lot better than some Fuji or Granny Smiths, because usually you get a little bit more foam than that. Here we were pretty all right. So there's the juice. Once you've made your juice, if you're not gonna drink it right away, I usually don't because I take it to the gym. Also, you want to make sure that's closed up nice and tight. Throw it in the fridge and let that sit and cool so it's nice and fresh when you head out. Once you got your juice done, you got your protein shake in, and then it's time to clean. That's probably the number one problem with this juicer. It's kind of hard to clean, but done making juice, done making protein, so now it's time to clean. After that, be ready to head to the gym. Also, just a little bit of insight to what I eat after my workouts. I'm a big foodie. I love food. Protein shake and juice just ain't gonna be enough for me after a workout, especially. So on today's menu, I've just got a little bit of 4-cheese risotto, and I've got a Morningstar Farms buffalo chick patty, veggie patty. If you're not familiar with Morningstar Farms, they do great meat substitutes. They do veggie hot dogs, veggie bacon, stuff like that. So then today, I'm just gonna try out the buffalo chicken patty, veggie patty. So that it's usually some variation of this. I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan. I do enjoy vegan products and veggie products, like more, especially from Morningstar. But what I usually eat after a workout is some variation of rice and chicken, or rice and beef, or turkey wrap, chicken wrap. I like my quinoa. I like my brown rice and tofu, stuff like that. Those are pretty much my go-tos for after a workout. So that's just a little bit of insight as to what I eat and drink throughout a day, throughout a training day. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Let me know if you've got any comments, questions, ideas, suggestions for the channel. I'm actually excited to see how this goes over the next couple of months. My name is Tyler Lothar from ABN, Amateur Boxing Nutrition, and I'll be juicing for you again soon.